Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to my hardcore survival let's play. And I've been busy. I've been working on a lot of improvements for our farm, or for our world here. And for one, we've got a ton of chickens now, so I'm just gonna see if we can get some chickens in the wild. One of the more simpler things I built is this. I call it the charcoal monster because you put wood here, you put extra fuel here, right? And this is where everything goes. You put wood in here, and this top chest. It comes down through the hopper, goes into here. The extra fuel that I'll put in here, which would be charcoal, even planks will work. This will go into the side, so this will come in and go in here. This hopper on the bottom will pull items out of here and down into this chest. And I just mirrored it on the other side. And I call it Charcoal Monster because it looks like a monster to me. You got like the eyes here and horns and mouth and all that and everything there. Anyhow, I also managed, I don't have diamonds, I have one diamond. But I managed to build another portal. You can do that easily with 10 buckets of lava, dirt for scaffolding to build your frame, and you dig in, you pour one bucket of lava, pour the other bucket of lava, pour water over the top of it. Then you do like 1, 2, 3, 4 of dirt, pour a bucket of lava in, pour water over the top of it. And you do that all the way up, and then you basically repeat this step here, up here, and then you have to have dirt like right here to basically hold the lava so it doesn't pour. So, and I did take a peek into the nether, but I didn't do very much. I basically didn't leave the area on the other side of where you spawn into the nether. I didn't go very far at all. I just took a quick look around. I grabbed some quartz. Excuse me, guys, I had to yawn. But I grabbed some quartz. I grabbed some netherrack, and two things spawned literally right on top of me when I went in to the nether, and I will show them to you guys. One of the huge magma cream or magma. What do you call those? The fiery slimes there, the magma, whatever. Well, magma cube, one of the huge ones, and I killed it off and got that while I was being shot at by a ghast, and I managed to hit the fireball with my sword, send it right back at the ghast, and it was literally right over top of me, and it killed it, and I dropped the ghast here, and some gunpowder as well. I've been doing some terraforming here. Planted sugarcane over there on Sugarcane Island is what I'm calling it. And the other thing I did is down in here. This is all going to be cleared out a little bit more, and I'm going to make the walls fancier, clear the sand out. I'm going to be replacing the cobblestone and the sandstone, making it look like an actual, like a mining depot in here. And I don't have any more iron. I got some gold. As you can see, I made a bunch of power rails. I did a little bit of mining while I was doing this. And I began our strip mine. And what this gadget does here, I'll show you when we get down to it. Okay, here is the beginning of our abandoned mine shaft, right? We go down farther this way, farther this way. This brings us out at Y level 10. Alright. And basically what I'll do, what I'll show you here real quick is I've started our strip mine. Right? Take this chest, throw the stuff in there. Minecart with a chest, the minecart we found. The minecart with the chest that we found. I'm putting that back to use. Then once the items are gone out of here, and once they're in the minecart, I just come over here, punch that button, off it goes. I did this because I don't like to keep going, making trips back and forth home and emptying inventory. And what this does is allows me to empty my inventory, or a bunch of my inventory anyway, into the chest and go back to mining. And by the time I come back with another inventory full of stuff, the minecart will have returned empty, and we can just repeat the process. And I'm thinking about actually just taking this out, because this isn't really needed. I'll take the chest out. I'll throw the hopper in there, I'll throw the cobblestone in there, and send it off. And I can just keep doing that over and over. I'll put a little buffer chest here to keep some things in here like coal, maybe some extra iron. I'm going to get a couple furnaces to put down here so we can have a little like a mining base. I was thinking of calling this Mining Base Alpha, but I don't know if I want to go too like scientific with this series. But anyhow, I think this is a handy little thing and will help us out immensely. And once we get like hundreds of blocks back this way, I will build something that will do the same thing into this chest. Like basically we'll repeat the process. So we can put stuff, say like we're 200 blocks down this way, or 500 blocks or whatever. So we're way down that way, and we're standing here. I can then take my stuff out of here, chuck it in the cart, push the button, and that cart will zoom up to here, land on this little docking bay type thing that'll have like a hopper underneath it that'll feed this stuff into this. And I will try to rig up some sort of like a redstone mechanism or something that will automatically like push this or activate this powered rail and send this one zipping off. And then we're going to build upstairs up there where the double chest was. I'm going to put some more chests against the wall and make like a storage area. And basically what I'm doing is I'm doing this for two reasons. First reason is, of course, we want to find diamonds. If I can find 2 more diamonds, I'll have a total of 3. Then I can build I can craft a diamond pick. With said diamond pick, I can harvest obsidian. With 4 pieces of obsidian, since I've already got the nether portal done. And we're going to take a quick peek in there and see what we can see here in a couple minutes. And I'm not going to bore you with an inordinate amount of time mining because, let's face it, it's boring to me. I know you guys don't like to see like hours upon hours of just mining. And this is basically how I mine. I'll just drill holes like straight back in, and as much of a straight line as I can until I run across like lava or just get tired of going in that direction. And I do it every 2 blocks because usually Okay, I'm just gonna punch through this other channel here. Okay, see, if there was diamonds here, I'd see it from this side. If there was diamonds here, I'd see it from this side. Same as above there, and same for that, for this pathway over here. I'd see them. And I try to stay right at Y level 10. Sometimes I wind up going up one, down one. That one there was dug at Y level 9. This one's at 10. And so I found that that's pretty much the most boring way to find diamonds, but pretty much the most effective way that I've found to find diamonds. And yes, there may be more efficient ways to get diamonds, but I don't know those ways. So if you guys know or have any tips on what the easiest and or quickest way to find diamonds is, let me know in the comments. I'd be more than happy to try it. And I've done this for a couple hours, just basically digging in pretty much a straight line. And I found some redstone, I found some other goodies, found a lot of iron, found a lot of gold. So the only thing I really haven't found yet is diamond. I haven't found emeralds yet either, because I'm not in the right biome for diamonds, or for emeralds. And yeah, that's pretty much the only things I haven't found yet. So I'm hearing zombies all over. I was hearing lava, but we did manage to find it. And another thing that I think makes diamonds easier to find is if you dig around lava pools like this. You can usually find diamonds around these lava pools. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but that's just how it seems to me. And we'll just do a couple more minutes here. Well, maybe not even a couple minutes, but we'll just go around this lava pool a little bit here. And then we will head back and throw stuff in the chest that's waiting for us out there. And we're already up to level 33. So by the time we get diamonds, we'll have quite a few levels that we can spend for enchantments. And that'll be really cool. And our first enchantment will probably be something really, really nice. And yeah, I know I did say that the builds that I was talking about in the last episode were probably going to be the first ones I did. And I didn't mean to fib to you guys, but I got thinking about it, and this was my conclusion. Okay, my conclusion was this. All those builds will be really nice to build. However, what is one thing we're going to need to build? Or what was one of the first things we're going to need to have before we make all those really awesome looking builds? We're going to need materials. So I figured this here system that I set up is really the first time I've ever really worked with rails. And I had to watch a couple YouTube tutorials to get this system done the right way that I wanted it. And it was supposed to automatically fill at the bottom, according to the YouTube tutorial that I watched. But it emptied the chest, and the minecart just sat there, and it didn't go speeding off automatically like it was supposed to do. So I just took that redstone out. I tried replacing it a couple times, a couple different configurations, and none of it worked. So I was just like, you know what? It's not 100% automatic, semi-automatic. it's good enough for now. It gets the job done. We're gonna sleep through the night, and we'll take a quick gander into the Nether. And unfortunately, when I went through the Nether here, or went into the Nether from here, I didn't see another fortress. So eventually, we're going to go on a quest for another fortress. But that is probably going to be after we get... I want to get about 30 diamonds. And I got hit with a big lag spike there, which is usual after I just go into the Nether. And when I first spawned in here, the ghast shot me with a fireball, which is this torn up stuff here you see, and knocked me down there. I landed down there with 2.5 hearts, which was really too close for comfort. So I built this little shelter wall here in case we spawn in. And there's another ghast like flying around. When I popped out and came out here, I stepped out right about here. The ghast was literally right up here, about 6-7 blocks above me, and the magma cube was standing right behind that pigman. I don't know if that was the exact same pigman, but he was right about in that area. The ghast shot me, knocked me down. I quickly dug into the wall down here and hid. Threw up a couple pieces of netherrack, ate something, let my hearts regen, and then, well, as carefully as I could, I hurried up and got up to here. I ran over here to fight the ghast, and that's when the magma cube came charging at me. And that's where the magma cube don't charge me, big man. I can't take you guys on, especially not right now with just crappy iron armor. Iron armor is okay for the overworld, but in the Nether here, it's a little bit underpowered. And I didn't bring any building blocks with me. I hear something. Hopefully that was... Uh-oh. Oh, there's another ghast. I'm going to try to get away from him. I'm just going to take a quick peek a little further. But we're not going to spend a heck of a lot of time in here. Especially now that that other ghast is flying around. Just going to take a quick peek, see if we can see another fortress anywhere nearby. And we're not seeing one. I probably already looked over here. There's some more quartz down there. There's some soul sand here, which I'll use this soul sand. There's a little different texture. I usually take cobblestone and put a torch facing away from the direction the nether portal is. So if I come up on this piece of soul sand, I know my portal is this direction. So if I just head in this direction, I get over here, and if I put one like here with a torch there, this block is pointing in the direction my nether portal is. So I just head that. Oh, there it is. Huh. That's my tracking system for the nether and for like caves and things like that. It's simple, but I found simple is usually better because then you don't have to try to remember, oh, I put this there for some reason. What was the reason I put it there? Let's see here. Yeah, you avoid doing that. And I always double check because I have placed markers pointing in the wrong direction before and ran around in circles for hours, which that really sucks. There's a huge pool of lava there. All this lava will be good because eventually we can come here with like a full inventory full of buckets and just fill up on lava, and we can use that lava in our furnaces for fuel. That's the cool thing about that. Peek over this hill, and like I said, even if we find another fortress right now, we're not going to explore it. I'll make a note, and the note will be good enough. Sometimes when I'm in a hilly area like this, I'll put the markers like that, because that'll let me see them from a little bit farther away. And there's a nice little drop there. And we've only got room for one more, or we've only got enough materials for one more marker. So, and then we'll head back. And there's another huge pool of lava. Come over this way. Walk right through. Like nothing happened. I try to watch the edges of the screen, because the edges of the screen seem to like focus in more, and sometimes you can see I'm not going too close to that edge. No, heck with that. Oh, another magma cube. I think I will take him on. See if we can get a couple more magma cream. Those will be handy for when we do get a blaze rod to be able to make a brewing thing. Make some potions. There's one. But the magma cube that I fought the last time I was in the nether, the first time I was in the nether, was bigger than that one. And I didn't think they could get bigger than that. But obviously they can. And those ones fell down there, so I'm not going to worry too much about trying to chase them down. We got 2 more magma cream. That's plenty good enough for me. And is there a way to come over here semi-safely? Yes, there is. Okay. Take a quick peek in here. This seems to be a dead end. I really hate using that term in the nether. Dead end. And I'm not going down there. I will later, but not this time. There's no way in heck I want to risk getting lost right now. And I hear the gas, and I'm not going to stop to find out where the heck he is. There he is. I should have brought a bow, and I didn't. I usually always bring a bow. I want to see if we can get... Oh, he was close. He may have dropped a gas tier, it may have fell in there. But, again, I'm not going to worry over much about it. Got a little bit of glowstone, enough for one brick. Better than nothing, I guess. And I'm not going to worry too much about the soul sand, because until I find another wart, soul sand is pretty much useless. I'm going to check and see if there's a way to check over there safely. Kind of, but not really. I don't want to punch one of these pigmen, because you punch one pigman, every pigman in the freaking nether goes bonkers on you. And I don't want that to happen, because that would literally be game over. I can't begin to tell you guys how many times I have been completely wrecked by pigmen. And I don't want to lose sight of my little tracking system. And I don't see anything in that direction. So I do need a red mushroom though. I will grab that while we're here. Get a little bit of this quartz. I've got almost a stack of it back at the base. Got just over a stack. I'd say maybe a stack and a half of netherrack. And the one build that I said I was going to make with the red clay, netherrack would be really good for that build. So I will come back in here between episodes, just at the entrance, and harvest some more netherrack so I can make bricks. Excuse me, where did that magma cube go? I just saw him. Was that my imagination, or did you guys see him too? He was like right here. Boy, these pigmen are sure wanting to hang out here. And that's another thing I'm going to do eventually, once I get more materials. I'm going to make a pigmen gold farm. They're not that hard to make. We'll wander over this way a little bit. Again, I'm not going to wander too far because getting lost in here at this point in time would so not be a good thing to have happen to us. No, this is going to be a very dangerous and long quest, I think, to find another fortress. Put that fire out. Just look around the corner here. And I will put that there. We'll get up a little bit here. On this side, I think. Take a peek. And still nothing. But wait a minute. No, that wasn't nothing. But yeah, guys, like I said, we will find it eventually. And okay, I was starting to think I had gotten lost. That's why I really like making those markers, because they're so helpful. And while we're heading back home, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit. I've already told you guys a couple of builds I have planned, and I think they will turn out nicely. And I'll tell you a little bit more about some of the other things I plan on making. If I have to manually do things like harvest food and sugarcane and stuff like that, I usually always tend to forget until the last minute. So one of my favorite things to do is to get everything automated or semi-automated. Oh crap, two of them. Get them in the water. I stand a chance when they're in the water. But yeah, I'm going to try to automate everything that I can. On if that regular zombie's coming too. Not a big deal. I can handle it. This hardcore mode is really intense. And so far I'm having a lot of fun. I really am. And I just hope that it doesn't end prematurely by something stupid like a creeper coming up behind us out of the middle of nowhere and just blasting us. That doesn't go in there. That gives us over a stack of quartz now, which is cool. Stack and a half of that. And I put the glowstone in here, I guess. I put these in here. Of course, they go in there. I put the other mushroom in here. And I'll make a mushroom farm eventually. So we can have that mushroom soup as like a standby type food. But I got sidetracked. I'm going to try to automate most of the farms, or at least semi-automate them, where I have to do very little and only have to do it once in a while. And I have an idea of a wheat farm, potato and carrot farm that I want to build, and I'm working the idea out in my head. And for things like that, I'm going to try to do with the least amount of help from like YouTube and places like that I can. And I'm going to build those in the style of farms that I have built on Rendog's fan server. I call them flood farms, where you flip a lever and pistons raise, let water basically wash across the top of the whole farm and wash all of the seeds, the wheat, potatoes, carrots, all that into hoppers, which is led by a water trail into another set of hoppers that basically run in double chests and like auto store things. And that farm is really good. It's not automatic by any means because I have to replant manually. But it saves a lot of time. I don't have to go through and like punch each individual piece. It basically cuts my harvesting time down in half, which is always nice. And once we get cows and sheep, all that extra wheat is going to be really handy. And instead of just sitting here talking, I'm going to run up and go to sleep. And I'm going to do that for the wheat, potatoes, and carrots. I have yet to find melon seeds. And I both want and need melon seeds because eventually I'm going to want to make potions. And you need the glistening melon for one of the potions. And I want to do that. And I've already basically made my first my first complex recipe. I'll make a few more here. I don't know if you'd say they're a complex recipe because they're really not that hard. But you take pumpkins, sugar, eggs, and make pumpkin pie. And they're not a bad source of food. I just hit the end of the chicken. And another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing some fishing. When I have nothing else to do here between episodes. Oh, holy cow, those chickens are loud. Be quiet. I'm going to come over here. There, that was much better. I'm going to do some fishing. And let's come over here and check our automatic cactus farm. I haven't checked that in quite a while. I want to see how that's rolling. That is really cool. I mean, if you're really doing something drastic with cactus green dye, it's probably not fast enough. But with this design here, this is not my design. I found this online. But it's just really easy enough to remember the actual design to it, or the blueprint, or whatever you want to call it. So I usually, that yawn came out of nowhere. But like I was saying, I usually build one of these like first off, just because, me personally, I think it's just a neat little thing to have, because you never know when the moment will pop up where maybe you don't need cactus, but you would like cactus for something. Even if it's something silly, as silly as putting a piece of cactus in a flower pot to decorate your home. And we'll be getting into more of that as well, home decoration and stuff like that, once we get a little bit more of a base set up. And like I said, the fields are going to be eventually getting moved. They're going to be automated. They're going to be pretty big. I'm going to do an automatic sugarcane farm. I'm going to do an automatic pumpkin farm, automatic melon farm as soon as I can find some melons. And just things like that. And I'll probably do like an automatic dye farm as soon as I find the other two flowers I need for dyes. I need sunflowers and rose bush. I like doing things like banners and stuff like that. So, and let's see, I'm heading south, so if I turn around and head directly north, I'll be able to go back home. And here's the rose bushes that I needed. That's cool. And azure bullet, that's light gray. I don't need that crap. Head directly south here for just a minute. Do a little bit more exploring. There seems to be a nice sized plains biome over in that direction. I'd really like to find a swamp nearby. A swamp nearby would be really cool. However, I don't think we're gonna find that. At least not right off the bat, anyhow. It's a nice little section of gravel that I'll probably come back at some point and harvest. I use gravel for like pathways and stuff. And I'm just taking a quick peek around. Not sure if this is... No, I haven't seen this way yet. And I thought our spawn was on an island. That's what I thought. But apparently, I guess it's not. Looks to be a nice sized little... That's where that zombie's coming from. I'm gonna let him burn. We're still heading south. Yeah, we're still heading south. Okay. And well, look at that, sunflowers. How lucky can you get? Well, if I was really lucky, I would have found diamonds. But I didn't find any diamonds, so I will. I'm gonna keep at it. I'll get diamonds. We'll get a set of diamond armor, diamond pick, course, a diamond sword. We'll get all the good diamond stuff. There's a sheep there. I don't want to kill. I don't want to kill more animals than I need to, and I don't really need to survive anymore at the moment. So animals are pretty much safe, except for chickens. We have, we've got the patent on chickens, I think. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know if there's something in particular you'd like to see me build or try to build. Anything in particular you want to see me try to do. Something in particular you want to see me try to look for. I've been looking for spawners because I still really want to get a skeleton spawner. We'll get a skeleton farm, then we'll have infinite bone meal. Then we can do quite a bit more stuff. And there's another bit of desert this way. Some rabbits. We'll get some rabbits eventually too. I hear a zombie. My curiosity is getting better of me. So I know if we head south for our little scouting mission, right? All we've got to do to get safely home is head directly north. So if we see anything that's in a different direction than south, I will find a way to make trail markers. But I've been going for the most part almost directly south. I've been turning to the side to glance here and there. Oh my goodness. That is awesome. That is one of the coolest things I've seen today on here. A jungle biome. And I'm just looking really quick to see if I can see melons on the edge of the jungle biome, and I do, right there. And cocoa beans. So you know what that means? Melons and cookies. Yes, sir. The melons were right up here. Block lag. Usually happens to me near a rainforest. Hear more sheep. I mean, I would love to build in a rainforest biome, but I don't like dealing with that. And this isn't. I'm still doing recordings on my laptop because I still need a mic, which I will work on getting. Never fear, guys. I wish I brought some iron with me. I could have gotten some vines. But now I know basically directly due south of our base is a jungle. And that is cool. We've got some jungle wood, more cocoa beans, melons. We got the 2 other flowers I was hoping to get. Now the only thing we really need to do is either find a slime chunk or a swamp. And I might come back here at some point in time to do some venturing through the jungle once I've caught a few fish. Because it'd be neat to have a cat or two. You get those by taming ocelots with fish. And they're pretty difficult to tame. I mean, you've got to offer them fish until they approach you. You just basically have to hold it in your hand until they approach you. Unless it's changed. And I'm going to make sure I'm heading back directly north, which I am. And the sun is getting ready to go down. And if the sun does go down, depending on what lays ahead of us and how far I think we are from the base, we'll either try to either continue running home, or I'll just dig a hole in the ground for the night. I'd like to harvest some of that gravel before we got home, but I'm not going to mess about with that. Gravel's easy enough to find underground too, so I was just thinking about harvesting that because it was right there at the surface and easy to get to, but I'm not going to worry. And I will venture back eventually to the jungle to get some saplings, but my main concern was I wanted to get some of the wood, and that's 4 pieces or 10 pieces of jungle wood. That's enough basically to make either 2 5-block tall posts that I can plant cocoa beans on, and that should be plenty enough. You know, 2 5 tall tree type things. There should be plenty enough to give us a decent amount of cocoa beans each time we harvest. And we should be getting pretty close to home. I believe it's just on the other side of this hill. And I'm going to try to take a little detour around it. Once we get around it, I know we're going to have to go that direction. Because we went in this direction. Okay, here's the cows. So now I know we're pretty close to being home because I knew those cows were there. And as long as we don't get beaten up by something too badly. There's one of my markers. Home is just over here. Cactus Farm and the lights of home. There we go. Now I think we can slow down just enough to eat something. And we'll hurry up and get home. And I think that's where we'll cut the episode for today, guys. And between episodes, there's a lot that I've got yet to do. But I wanted to show you guys the progress of what we've already gotten done so far, which I think is a nice amount of progress. And yeah, like I said, let me know if you guys want to see me build something or another. And either just tell me what you think of my videos. I'm always happy to hear comments. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. You know, tell your friends how cool the channel is. Have them come and check it out. And until next time, guys, I'll catch you on the flip side. Have a good one.